Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Berserk 2017, which is on episode 9. Or should I say Berserk Season 2, that's like a sequel to Berserk 2016. This episode right here, wow, it looks like to me things are about to get really crazy and rough and going, so if anything else, let's go. We have to it that at the beginning of the episode, there was the Skull Knight and Flora, or should I say the mistress of the mansion, is actually talking to each other. And knowing that the enemy is already here and talking about the Berserker army and reminiscing of how they bonded together, despite the past they all took, things are about to get really ugly and rough for the time being. As for Shirka and the others going to Flora's mansion or the mansion of the forest, we have to it that Guts does collapse from a certain wound. His physical wound might have healed, but the astral wound that Shirka mentioned is really starting to take effect, as that thing is much more damaging than the physical wound. Many of those who do not who are not up to date with the Berserk manga, or if you're just watching the adaptation, it's going to be a little confusing from here on out and so forth. Not to mention, they realize that the mansion's being attacked. Even Shirka realized it. We have to it that that Guts and the Skull Knight are like facing with the apostles right now, and we have to it that Grumble ends up showing himself, that big giant guy. Those of you who are brand new to Berserk and just watching the adaptation, yeah, that's Grumble. Apparently, he decides to challenge Guts to a one-on-one duel because he heard about the swordsman's reputation and his skill of surviving the eclipse and killing the apostles. And therefore, Guts is forced to face him, while the Skull Knight is forced to face Zod, while the others are trying to kill the witch's head. But apparently, Shirka herself is trying to find a way to find the witch, her master. But apparently, she is unable to, and she was tasked to give the armor to Guts because he's facing a formidable foe that he cannot beat alone. And we have to it that Guts ends up being overpowered by Grumble, not only because he doesn't have his armor, but because of the wounds he endured from Slan herself, which just shows that he's already in trouble. Grumble does land really good blows on Guts, and find it disappointing to see how Guts is unable to fight back, and he just sees him as nothing more than just a phony or something. And that is where Guts thinking in his mind, stop thinking like you're a warrior or anything, okay? You're foolish as usual. And we have to it that Guts was given enough time by golems to go to a location where Shirka is at. And later on, he ends up being donned on the armor after much convincing to Shirka, and he managed to kill 2 apostles effortlessly. And Zod, realizing he looks at the armor that Guts is wearing, he ends up asking the Skull Knight, "You're gonna make him go through the damnation road that you went to, huh? Are you freaking serious?" And that's when Zod was actually in shock and fear, possibly, because seeing Guts donning on the armor just means he's gonna go through a hellish road. Not to mention, Guts is realizing that the pain on his body is not feeling anything, but later on he ends up hearing a voice within his head or mind right now that he tells him to let go of everything, and the armor ends up transforming that of a mad beast or something, and ends up the episode there. Next episode, I don't know what's really going to happen there. It looks like to me it could be a certain recap, but it's unknown. So until then, I look forward to next episode, although like I said, certain adaptations became terrible because, of course, when it started last year, because it skipped a lot of important information, not to mention certain details, etc. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So I'm out for Zero. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye bye. Toodaloo.